Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing you 10 tips that you can use to free up space digitally. Now 2020 had us on an emotional roller coaster, but I gotta be real with you guys, it helped me to learn a lot of different things, especially about my iPad, digital planning, and all these wonderful things that I have learned I will take with me in the new year. But what I'm not gonna take is the garbage. It's very traditional for people to clean their homes before the new year, and I think we should do the same thing digitally. So let's get straight into this video. Just before we get into it, please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel for so much more, and please remember to hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I make new videos. Alright, let's get to the first step. So first, we're going to be looking at all our apps on our iPad and seeing the apps that we use the most and the ones that we didn't use at all. If you're like me, I like to download so many apps that I see that other people are using, and then I end up not even using it at all. These useless apps are taking up space in our iPad. This is the first thing that you should do if you find yourself limited on storage. So all you have to do is long press on that app and click delete app. Easy. Now I should have did this step before, but I just realized that I didn't check my storage. So I want to see what I'm starting with and what I'm going to end up with. So go to settings, click on general, and go to about. When you scroll down, you'll see the capacity and what you have available. Now I'm working with an iPad Pro with 256 gigabytes of storage, so depending on how much storage you bought your iPad with, that will determine your capacity, and also depending on how much things you have on your iPad will determine your available space. I'm starting off with 70 gigabytes of storage available. So now that we checked our storage, let's move to step 2. Step number 2. Now that you've deleted all of your apps, let's reorganize all the apps on our iPad Pro. Reorganizing your apps is a great way to make sure that you're prioritizing the apps that you use the most and making sure that they're easier to access so that you get to where you need to be faster. So as you can see, as I'm reorganizing, I see that there's a lot of apps that I don't need, like I don't use them, so what's the point of keeping them? So we're going to continue to delete and reorganize. To reorganize your apps and move them around, just press and hold using your Apple Pencil until they become wiggly and jiggly in jiggle mode. Did you know that you can add emojis as your text to title your folders? If you refuse to use words for your folders, you can use emojis. Super cute. So let's move to step number 3. We're going to go into our files folder. Now, if you're a digital creator like I am, everything is in my files folder and there's just a mess. It's a huge mess. So let's go ahead and delete all the files we no longer need. I actually dread doing this and I've put it off for so long and it's just become worse. So I just decided to organize my files folder by deleting everything in my downloads folder, which I think it said it had 150 files. I sometimes periodically during the year erase some of them, I delete some of the things, but it ends up piling up again. So we are going to be serious about this. Yes, ma'am, we are deleting everything that we do not need. So what I'm doing now is just selecting all the files in my downloads folder that I no longer need. I collect so many files from pngtree.com, freebies, all these kinds of files and stickers and fonts that they just collect in my downloads folder and I never do anything with them. So let's move to step number 4. So after I have selected all the files I no longer need, I just go to the recently deleted folder at the side as you see, and make sure to just delete them permanently because they still remain on your iPad. So remember, our storage was at 70 gigabytes. Let's do a quick check and see how we did with just deleting our files. Woohoo! Almost 2 gigabytes from just that one folder that I deleted things from. So just in case you missed it, I'm going to show you how to delete the files in your folders. At the top right, you see there's a button that says select. click on that and that'll allow you to select either the whole entire folder or you can select one file at a time. At the bottom, all you gotta do is click on delete. Once you're done deleting, make sure you go back to the recently deleted files and click on delete all. That will remove all the files completely from your iPad. Oh yeah, make sure before you delete your files permanently that you have checked to make sure that those files are not important files because they'll be gone from your iPad forever. Poof! Step number 5. Similarly to when we were organizing the apps, we're going to organize our folders. So if you're a digital creator like I am, or if you just like to collect a ton of stickers, I have folders and folders all over the place. It makes me crazy. And I have stickers and PDF files all over the place. So as you can see, I'm just rearranging things, trying to cut down on the amount of random folders that I have by just deleting empty folders, going through folders that I don't need anymore, and making sure that everything is nice and fresh for the new year. So there's 2 ways that you can do this. You can long press on a folder or a file and you can move it to another direction or another folder. Or at the very top, like we did last time, you can click on select and go to the bottom and click move. That will allow you to move the folders around. There's another way, as I'm showing right here, where you can just hold and drag into the folder if the folder is already in the same screen. That makes it so much easier to move your files around. So before we move to our next step, let's check our storage again. We gained another 3 gigabytes. Woohoo! Step 6. Our photos folder holds a whole bunch of high quality images. High quality equals more storage. Yes, my math is awesome. So let us get through all of these images and delete them. Wow, I have 2,600 photos. I didn't even know that. So this is the time to look at all your photos, things that you don't need, backgrounds, wallpapers, extra images that you don't need. You can remove them at this point. Also videos. If you're taking lots of videos for your YouTube channel, or if you just like to record videos, those take up a lot of space. What I suggest is to back up your photos using either Amazon Photos or Google Photos. And they have unlimited storage so that you can store everything and that you don't have to hold all these extra photos on your iPad. Just in case you didn't know about this feature, once you click select at the top right, you can just drag your Apple Pencil across and down and it will select multiple images at once, making it super easy to delete images that you don't need. Okay, so let's see how many photos I have. What? 480? Whoa, I deleted a massive amount. Make sure that you go back to your recently deleted and delete all the photos. Bye-bye, photos. Now let's check our storage. Dang, I have 134 gigabytes? Wow, deleting photos and videos were the key. Step number 7. Phew, we're almost there, you guys. This year alone, I've used 4 different digital planners. Before I delete them, I'm going to save them as a PDF document and put them in my files folder for memory keeping. All you have to do is click on the folder, click export all, and make sure you're on PDF, and make sure it is a flattened PDF. Now this process takes a while depending on how big your file was or how big the planner is. So just sit tight, eat some popcorn, and wait it out. Once it's done, another window will pop up asking you where you'd like to save your file. I'm going to save mine in my files folder, and I'm going to place it in a different folder specifically for old planners. Let's move quickly to step number 8. Now that we saved the file exactly where we want it to go, we gotta compress it because it's like 235 megabytes. We don't have space for that. So what we're gonna do is go into Safari and type in ilovepdf.com. I love this website. You can do so many different things with your PDFs, including compression. So we're gonna select our PDF, which is right here, and we're going to compress it to the extreme amount. We want to save as much space as possible. You can do this either on your iPad or your desktop computer. Mine got stuck. I think it's because the file was so large, so I had to transfer it over to my desktop. You can either use AirDrop or use the synced file folder in your iCloud drive. As I wait for the PDF to be compressed, I'm going to create a new folder which is dedicated to all my old planners from 2020. Now I'm going to go to my recent files and put the planner into that folder. After minutes of waiting, the planner is finally finished compressing, and I'm using AirDrop to put it right back into my iPad. So I'm going to just select Files and going to select the folder which is 2020 Planners. The planner has been compressed down from 235 megabytes to 32 megabytes. Now let's delete that old file because we don't need it anymore. Step number 9. Many of our apps, including GoodNotes, carry a lot of data. So we have to make sure we go into those apps and, just like we did in the Files folder, delete all those unneeded files permanently. Just remember, there is no turning back. Once you delete them permanently, there is no way to get them back. So make sure they're not important information and then permanently delete. For some reason, this file did not want to leave, so I'm going to click on Done at the top right, and I'm just going to use my Apple Pencil to hold on it, let go, and click Delete permanently. Bye! Oh my gosh, guys, we are almost there. We are at step number 9.5. Yes, 9.5. We're not yet at 10. We're just going to reorganize the GoodNotes app. You know, if you're like me, I have lots of stickers in here as well from freebies and different notebooks and stuff, so I just want to reorganize it. It's been a while since I've done that, so I'm just going to do that before we move on to step 10. So to do this, all you have to do is hold with your Apple Pencil and drag into the folders that you want them to go in. I just created a new stickers folder so that all my stickers that are GoodNotes files can be placed in the same place. And all my important files can be placed in the important folder, and all my planners are out in the open so they're easy to access. Step number 10. We did it. We did it. We're at the last step. We're at the last step. Now we're going to go into Pinterest and choose some cute backgrounds to top off all our organization and all our hard work. So now we're going to go into my wallpapers. If you guys don't follow me already on Pinterest, I have many beautiful Pinterest boards, one of them including beautiful wallpapers for either your iPhone or your iPad. And what I like to do is download them directly to my iPad, set them as a wallpaper. Later on, I can just delete those photos that I don't need, and they're all saved in my Pinterest folder. So I do not have to waste space in my Photos app like I did before. Instead, I can use my Pinterest as a way to store all those beautiful backgrounds and wallpapers. So let's do our last storage check. But before we do, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, you are a trooper. You freed up tons of storage on your iPad. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and like this video so that it shows up in other people's feed. Remember to hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I make new videos. Now let's do that last storage check. 213 gigabytes! I'll see you in the next one, you guys. Bye!